Yes, hello students, how are you? It's Patrick Kamala here, tutor and educator for mathematics and physics, grades 8 to 12. This is a continuation of our last video. That's video 1. This is video 2. We are still doing question 1 for all the trials 2024. Now, this video is very important for you. You can watch it even if you're writing tomorrow morning. Okay. Now, our purpose for this video is to do the question 2024 question 1. Okay, so we are preparing for it as we do these questions. Now we are continuing from question 1.3, that's Limpopo, and that's a question which you see here. It says that an athlete calculated that if he increases his speed, that means a plus because of the increase, his speed x, okay, by 5 kilometers, okay, then he can reduce, that means a minus, he can reduce his time by 12 minutes. Then he will be participating in the city marathon in Pulukwani, which is 72 kilometers. Then the question says, determine the value of x. I repeat, an athlete calculated that if he increases his current speed of x kilometers per hour, by 5 kilometers per hour, he can reduce his time t by 12 minutes. Then he will be participating in the city marathon in Pulukwani, which is 70 kilometers long. So they say, determine the value of x. Now, if they talk about speed, you know, speed equals distance over time. No? So in this case, before the changes, we can see that the speed is x. That is x. Speed equals to distance. Distance is 72, okay, 72 kilometers over time. Let's just put t. Okay, so now we can say this is equation 1. This is equation 1. Let us now put the changes. They say that if the speed increased by how many kilometers? By 5. So we are going to say now it is x plus 5. That's 5 kilometers, okay. Then what's going to happen? They said the time will decrease by 12 minutes, so equals 72 divided by time. But now because of the word reduce, we must say minus 12, okay. But because the speed is given in kilometers per hour, I must change from minutes to hours, divided by 60, okay. Then from here, I'm looking for x. So actually, basically, here I'm supposed to solve these two equations simultaneously. But before I do so, let me simplify it a little bit further. I'm going to say that x plus 5, okay, x plus 5 equals to 72 over t minus, now this one I can say 1 over 5. 1 over 5 because I simplify it like it is, okay. Then from here, I can say this is equation what? This is equation 2, okay. Now because I'm looking for x, that's what I'm looking for. I have got I've got t and x as the variables in this case. So to make my things simple, I can say from equation 1, I can write it like this. I can say that t equals to 72 divided by x. And I said that's my equation 3. Okay, we put that together so far. Now, where you see this t, I'm going to put 72 over x so that I can look for my x, right? So I'm gonna come here and say that okay, what can I do here? Anyway, if I want, I can, okay, you can simplify this one again one more time to make my things simple still, so that I don't suffer with the calculation. I can say 5, okay, equals to 7, okay, over, now our t is 72 over x, so I'm going to say 72 divided by x, and then minus 1 over 5. 1 over 5 here. So Now the LCD for x and 5 is 5x next, so I'm going to say that x plus 5 equals 72 divided by, now the LCD is 5x, so if I put the same LCD here, which is 5x, I'm going to say that 5x divided by x, I get 5. Then 5 times 72, what do I get? 5 times 72, let me check it here. 5 times 72, it is 360. So I'm going to say here 360. 360, okay. Then here 5x divided by 5, I get x. X times minus 1 can be minus x. Okay. So now to make my arithmetic is simple again, I'm going to say x plus 5, okay. X plus 5 equals to, now this 5x going to multiply by the 72. Now be 72 times 5x, okay. Then divided by 360 minus x. Okay, so in here, so again I'm going to say that x plus 5 equals to, this is also 360 here, 360 divided by 360 minus x. Okay, so as you can see here, I can multiply through by the denominator everywhere now to make my things simpler again. Okay, so I'm going to say that x plus 5 into 360 minus x, right? So I'm going to say what? I'm going to say that this is x plus 5 into 360 minus x. 360 minus x equals to 360x. Okay, so open brackets here. You're gonna get here 360x, okay, minus x squared, okay. And then now again 5 times 360, I'm gonna get 720. Let me check. 5 times 360, I get 1800. Yeah, I get 1800. 1800. Then minus 5x equals to 360x. Now I think you can see I'm getting a quadratic, you know? So this minus x, the 360 and the 360x, they cancel out. So actually I have, if I take it side of the equation, you would have 0 equals to x squared, okay, 5x, and then minus 1800. So this is now quadratic here. Do I have any factors? Any factors here? Any factors? Let's check here. Then we have 1800. I can use quadratic formula. Yeah, but use quadratic formula here. So I'm gonna say x equals to minus b. Now my b is 5. So minus 5 plus or minus square root of b squared, that is 5 squared. This is 1800. Then divided by 2. So let's get a calculators can help me out there. So minus 5 plus square root, okay, minus 4ac divided by 2a. So I get 40 with a plus So x equals to 40 with the plus. What about with the minus? Let me check it as well here. With the minus, I get negative 45. I get negative 45. But because x is speed, it can't be negative. So we leave out the negative. So we take the positive answer in this case. So our x equals to 40. X equals to 40. And I hope we are together. Okay. Let us proceed then. Let us proceed. Let us proceed. Next question here. It is from from Free State. Free State here. They said that solve for x. Okay, we're solving for x in this case. And then the first question here says 7 minus x brackets x plus 10 equals to 0. So because of the 0 here, like you can see here, it means that we are going to say either that bracket is 0, that means it means that 7 minus x into 10 plus x equals to 0. So either 7 minus x equals to 0, which gives 7 equals to x, or plus x equals to 0, which gives us what? Which gives us x equals negative 10. Yeah, that is it there. Hope we are together as well. Then here they say 3x into 2x plus 1 equals to 1. So we're going from the quadratic equation here, which is standard. So 3x times 2x gives us 6x squared. So this is going to be 6x squared. And then plus 3x. Okay. Then the 1 becomes negative 1. So minus 1 equals to 0. Okay. So in this case, formula says x equals to minus b. Our b is 3, minus 3 plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac. We're going to say 3 squared minus 4ac. Our a is 6, our c is negative 1 by 2a. So our a is 6 here. Can get the answers here. Calculators, you can check it out there. What do you get? Now here, let me get my answer here. Square root, that is 3 squared minus 4ac minus 4ac divided by 2a, that's divided by 12. So my first answer here is 0.23. So x equals to 0.23. 0.23. Then with a negative, let's check. If I put a minus now, I'm going to get, I get negative 0.73. Negative 0.73. Because they said give an answer to decimal place, so that's why I stop it at this point. Next question here. They say square root of root 2x plus x equals to 2. Okay, I'm making up something here to get some space. Yeah, question 1.1.4. It says square root of root 2x plus x equals to 2. That is 1.1 square root of root 2x. Then they say plus x again equals to 2. So now to remove the first square, we're going to square both sides. Okay. Square both sides here. Also square this side here. So that the square root comes out with a square here. So left with root 2x plus x equals to 4. So now before we remove this other root, now we're going to put the x this side, so we're going to have root 2x equals to 4 minus x. Then now we can now do the squares of both sides. Okay. So here we're gonna get our 2x again. Now when you square it on here, we're going to get 16, okay, minus 2 times 4 times x. That makes it minus 8x, okay, then plus x squared. So we're going to actually form a quadratic here. We're going to say that 0 equals to x squared. Now the 2x becomes a minus, so minus 10x minus 10x plus 16. Okay, so here the factors which we have, we're going to have x minus 8 and x minus 2 equals to 0. So either x equals to 8 or x equals to 2. But we have to check to see which one is correct. If I put 8 here, let's check. Now 8 times 2 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Then 4 plus 8 is 12. And then square root of 12 is not 2. So it's not correct. Okay. I repeat. If I put x as 8 here, I'm going to say 2 times 8, that is 16. Root of 16 is 4. Then 4 plus 8, I get 12. And square root of 12 is not equal to 2, which means it's not correct here. Let's put a 2 here and see. If I put a 2, 2 times 2, that is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Then 2 plus 2, that is a 4. Square root of 4 is 2. This is the answer here we need. So that's our answer here, which they need. Then 1.2, solve simultaneously. I'm cleaning up the board again here. Oh yeah, question 1.2, solve simultaneously. So now, like we said in the previous question, that what we do here, we take out the one which is linear. If it's not there, we form one. So here, fortunately, we have this one here. It's linear already, so we can set our x equals to 2y plus 4. So we say here, our x equals 2y plus 4. 2y plus 4. That's equation 1, okay? From the non-linear, we have x squared plus xy, x squared plus xy, and then minus 2y squared equals to 0. So we're going to substitute now. Where there is x, we're going to put 2y plus 4. So there is x squared here. So we're going to open brackets. And 2y plus 4. 2y plus 4 bracket squared. Then plus y. Open brackets again. 2y plus 4 because of that x here. Okay. And then minus 2y squared. Minus 2y squared equals to 0. So expand here, we're going to get 4y squared, okay, 4y squared plus 2 times 4, that is 8. 8 times 2y, that is 16y. So plus 16y here, then plus 16. Okay. Then here plus 2y squared plus 2y squared plus 4y and minus 2y squared equals to 0. correct like terms here. Now 4y squared, okay, 2y squared and 2y squared is going to cancel out, the same thing here. So we have 4y squared, 4 squared, then 16y plus 4, it makes it to be 20y, that's plus 20y here. And then this is 16, so plus 16 here equals to 0. So divide through by 4, we're going to get y squared here, then plus the 5y, okay, then plus 4 equals to 0. So that the factors here, we can say y plus 4 into y plus 1 equals to 0. So again, you see we have 0 here. We're going to say either y plus 4 is 0, which giving us y equals negative 4, or y plus 1 is 0, which gives us y equals negative 1. So don't forget our x. See, x was 2y plus 4. So x equals 2y plus 4. But what is our y? It's negative 4. So we're going to say fx equals to 2 negative 4 plus 4. So negative 4 times 2, that's negative 8 plus 4. We get negative 4. So x becomes what? Negative 4. What about here? We have x equals to 2y plus 4. Our y is negative 1. So it's going to be x equals to 2 negative 1 plus 4. Someone saying 4 minus 2, which gives us 2. So x equals to 2 here. Alright, hope we are still together. Next question here. 1.3. So this is given 4 power m equals to p into 2 power 2 minus 1 plus p. So that for p equals not equal to 2, the above equation can be written in the form of m equals to a half log base 2 of 2p over 2 minus p. So we need to write this equation in this form using the logarithm. As you can see, these are exponents here. So we want to change it to logarithmic notation. So let's check it out here. So now to begin with, we see that is 4 power m. I do 1.3 now. Okay, 1.3. Okay. We have 4 the power m equals to p, open brackets, that is 2 the power 2m minus 1, and then close brackets, then they say plus p. Okay, now if you check what we need, we don't have a 4 in our solution, so better write this as 2 squared. So we are going to say it's going to be 2 squared. Square times m makes it power 2m, okay, equals to p. Now in here, as you can see that inside bracket we can say this is p. Open bracket here we can say 2 the power 2m. We can split it by saying dot 2 the power negative 1 then plus p. Okay. Now from here, 2 power negative 1 same as saying 1 over 2. So actually we can say this same as saying p over 2 the power 2m then plus p. Now if you check what's happening here again, we can see that here p is a common factor, so we can say that we have p open brackets, then we have 2 2 to the power 2m divided by 2, then plus 1 equals to 2 to the power 2m here. So now if I put under the same denominator, no, that means I can put what? I can put 2 here. Okay. Now because I'm looking for m in my solution here, I better make m the subject of the formula here. So open brackets here. We can see this is 2 to the power 2m equals to actually I better go back here. Yeah, just go back here. I better say minus this one here. Let's say minus p over 2, okay, p over 2 into the power 2m equals to p. So from here I can take out 2 power 2m is a common factor. I can say 2 the power 2m left with 1 minus p over 2, okay, equals to p. Hope we are together. So now in brackets here I can put some LCD, which is 2. Here it becomes a 2 minus p, okay, this into 2 the power 2m equals to p. So as you can see, I'm looking for the m in my solution, so I'm going to say 2 to the power 2m, okay, equals to p multiplied by 2 is 2 then divided by the numerator, which is 2 minus p. Now as you can see here, this is the exponential form, so I must introduce logarithms now. Now note that the base is always the same, so the base here is 2, so mean that I'm going to change from exponential to logarithmic notation, and in this case I'm going to do what? I'm going to write 2m, okay, it's going to be 2m equals to log base 2 of this 2p over 2 minus p. Now to remain with the m, it means my m equals to a half, then log base 2 p divided by 2 minus p. Yeah, hope we are together. That's how we get it. Alright, let's go to how 10 now. This how 10 question here. I'm cleaning off the board. Okay, now how 10 they said that given 2k equals to x minus 5 into x minus k, determine the following. Okay, let's check it out here. So in that case, they gave us question 1.1. We have 2k equals to open bracket x minus 5 into x minus k, x minus k, x minus k. Now they said determine the value of k if x is 2. So we need to find the k when x equals 2. So we're just going to put it wherever there is x. So I would say 2k equals to open bracket, my x is 2, right? It's going to be 2 minus 5 to another 2 minus k. I'm looking for k, so Now 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So I'm going to have here 2k equals to negative 3 into 2 minus k. So I'm going to get 2k equals to negative 6, then plus 3k. So the 3k becomes a negative this side. Look, I'm bring the 6 in to make it positive 6 this side, equals to 3k minus 2k. So therefore, my k equals to what? My k equals to 6. That's my answer. K equals to 6. Okay. Next question here. They say determine x if k is 2. So now, what is k? I'm going to put it 2. And look for x is going to be 2 times 2 equals to, I'm looking for x minus 5. Okay. Then 2x minus k. But they said k is 2. So I'm going to say minus 2 here. So what is 2 times that's going to be 4 here? Now x times x, that's going to be, now here, not guys, that I have 4 equals to x minus 5, okay, x minus 2. Now you see this 4 is not 0, so I cannot say that x minus 5 equals to 4 or x minus 2 equals to 4 because the 4 is not a 0, it only works for 0. So yeah, I must open brackets now. I'm going to say 4 equals to x times x makes it to be x squared, okay. X times minus 2, that's minus 2x. Minus 5 makes it minus 7x, so minus 7x, then plus 10, okay. So to form my quadratic, I'm going to say x squared minus 7x. Now 10 minus 4 makes it equals to 0. So what are the vectors here, which we have? Here, which I have, I'm going to have x minus 6, okay, then 2x minus 1, which gives us x equals to 6. You see this is 0 now, no? That means x equals to 6. Also x equals to 1. Okay, that is it then. Next question here. 1.2.1. The moment they say to do decimal places means we're going to use quadratic formula again. Okay, so we're killing off this now. Okay, now for the sake of our time, I think I'm going to choose out some numbers now because this one I think everybody knows so far. We've got a number like this. Then you can do this one here, 1.2.2. Okay, 1.2.2. Let's check it out. 1.2.2. We have square root 1.2 square root of 2 into x plus 10 minus 10 equals to x minus what? X minus 12. So now before we square, we make sure that the root is only alone. So minus 10 becomes positive, né? So it means that we are going to have here square root, okay, of 2 bracket x plus 10 equals to x. Now minus 12 plus 10 makes it minus 2. Now here we are free to square, né? We are free to square here. So we can cancel the root with the square here. So you're going to have 2 times x, that is 2x, 2 times 10 squared plus 20 equals to, what about here? We're going to get x squared minus 2 times x, that makes minus 4x then plus 2 squared, which is 4. So we're going to have 0, okay, equals to x squared. Now minus 4x minus 2x makes it minus 6x, okay. And then 4 minus 20 makes minus 16. So any factors which you see here, okay, we're going to have minus 8 and 2. So we're going to say x minus 8, then x plus 2 is 0, which gives us x equals to 8, and x equals to negative 2. But being as a root, we said you must check. No? Let's begin with the 8. If I put 8 here, what is 8 plus 10? That is 18. 18 times 2, what do you get? We get 31. 6. Square root of 36, that is 6. Then 6 minus 10, what do I get? I get negative 4. Now what about 8 minus 12? Negative 4. This one is correct. Input negative 2. Now negative 2 plus 10, that is in positive 8. Positive 8 times 2, 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Then 4 minus 10, I get 4. But if I say minus 2, I don't get 4. It means it's not correct. So we're going to say x not equal to negative 2. Our answer there. Hope we are together, guys. Let's go to question 1.2.3. Here now. It says solve for x, and so we have 1.2.3. Let's check it out. We have 3 to the power x multiplied by x minus 5 less than 0. Now we know this is exponential, okay. Now because the 3 is bigger than 1, it means that our function for the exponential is ever increasing. In other words, that exponential function is always increasing. It's above 0. It goes like this. So meaning that our exponential function is ever, you see this line is the x also could be equal to 0. You see it here. So mean that ever this is 3 power x is above 0. Actually, this one is an asymptote. So mean that for us to get a negative here, we now consider the other bracket here. Now you're going to say that x minus 5 less than 0. When can that happen? When x is less than 5. So that's our answer there. Okay, so if x less than 5, you're going to get a negative here. Then a negative times the positive ever will give us a negative. So which makes it to be correct. 1.3. 1.3. Simultaneous equations again from Hauteng here. Let's check it here. Now we said you get one which is linear, then you make it form, you simplify. So here we have this one here, and then this one here as well. So none of them is linear. Let's find out what to do. So here we have root 3 power x, okay, 3 power x multiplied by 9 to the power y equals 27. Now this root here, you can write it as 3, okay, to the power x over 2, because square root means power half. Ne? What about 9? You can say 3 squared, but there is a y up there, so equals to another 3 to the power 3. So we know if you have the same base, what do? You add the powers. Ne? So in other words, x over 2 plus 2y equals to 3. Okay, so from here, I can multiply through by 2 to get x plus 4y equals to 6. Okay, so meaning my x equals to 6 minus 4y. So you see, I have my linear unknown. Okay, so this is equation 1. I come to this one which was not linear. Again, I'm going to substitute here now. They give me x plus 4y squared. X plus 4y squared equals to 6. Okay, equals to 6. So where there is x, I'm going to put 6 minus 4y in it. So I'm going to say yes, 6 minus what? 6 minus 4y plus 4y squared equals to 6. Now the sixes are going to cancel because they're the same here. So in other words, I have 4y squared minus 4y equals to 0. So in this case, I take out the 4y. I'm left with y minus 1 equals to 0, which gives us 4y is 0, which gives us y equals to 0. All y minus 1 is 0, which gives us y equals to 1. So don't forget our first equation 1. We said that x equals to what? X equals to 6 minus 4y. Okay. So we take the y values which have here. With the 0, I'm going to get x equal to 6 minus 4 times 0. Which leaves me with x equals to 6. Okay. Then with 1, I'm going to get x equals to what? X equals to 6 minus 4 times 1, which gives us x equals to what? What 6 minus 4? We get 2. So yeah, that was it from Hautang. Another question here, 1.4. The solutions of this question are given by x equals to minus 2 plus minus 2p plus 5 over 7. They said that state the values of p, for which this equation we have what? 2 equal solutions. Now for the equal solutions, remember our quadratic under the root where we have b squared minus 4ac. Now in this case, that one is called the discriminant. So the discriminant under here, it gives us the nature of the roots. No? So for 2 equal solutions, our discriminant must be equal to 0. So in other words, I'm going to say 2p for this one here. I'm going to say 2p plus 5 must give me what? Must give me 0. So meaning 2p equals negative 5. So divided by 2. So p equals minus 5 over 2. That's the answer here. Then for no real solutions, it must be less than 0. Ne? Remember that in that case, our discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, must be negative ne? For the non-real solutions. For no-real solutions, okay, we're going to say that it is 2p plus 5, 2p plus 5, okay? Less than 0, so we're going to have that it's going to be 2p plus 5. I'm going to say 2p less than negative 5, ne? Because of the plus, so negative 5 here. So my p less than negative 5 over 2. So those are the answers which they need here. So we have p should be less than negative 5 over 2 for no real solutions, and the p equals to negative 5 over 2 for equal solutions. Okay. This was from Northwest now. Let's check it out here. Now I think you see what I told you already, that if they say this is 0 and you have two brackets, you're going to say either this bracket is 0 or this other one. So what are the answers here? We're going to have 2x equals to 6, which gives x equals to 3, or x equals negative 5. X equals to 3, or x equals to negative 5. So we feel that that is 2x minus 6 equals to 0, which gives 2x equals to 6. Okay, so divided by 2, x equals to 3. Or we have x plus 5 is 0, which gives x equals negative 5. Hope we are together. Now here the moment they say again two decimal places, we say that use quadratic formula, which I think you guys are comfortable with now. I'm coming to this one now. So here I have x squared. Okay. I'm gonna say minus 5x greater or equal to 0. So to get my critical values here, I'm going to do what? I'm going to factorize. X is common factor. Left with x minus 5, okay, equals to 0. So what are the values here which are critical here? We have x equals to 0 and x equals to 5. So when we draw our number line again, now because x squared has got a positive coefficient, it means the shape would be like this. Now we said that the numbers which are above the x, that is y bigger than 0. That's what we're looking for. It's actually the smallest one here, it is 0 up to 5. Okay, because we want above, it means we are going to shade here. Now why do we shade here? We fail to see the solution. Now this part which I've just shaded here, I see that my x value is x less or equals to 0, or this other one, which is x greater or equals to 5. That's what they need here. Hope we are together. Next part here, let's check it out. 1.4. They say that we have got 3 roots. Let's check it out here. We have 3. Okay. We have 3. X plus 12 here. Then minus x equals to 8. Now, before we remove the square root, we're going to bring the x to make it positive. No? So in other words, we have 3, then root x plus 12, okay, equals to x plus 8. Now we can move the square root now by squaring both sides. We say it on square here, and square this side as well. So now when you square these 3, you're going to get 9, then left with x plus 12. Okay. What about here? We're going to get x squared plus 2 times 8 times 8, that's plus 16x. Okay. Then plus 64, which is 8 squared. So here we have 9x plus now 9 times 12, 9 times 2, that is 18. 108, okay, and equals to x squared plus 16x, then plus 64. Okay, so here we can confirm the quadratic formula here. So we can say x squared, okay, x squared. So the 9x becomes negative. So what's 16 minus 9? We're going to get positive 7x, right? Yeah. And then 64 minus 108, what do you get? 64 minus 108. 64 minus 108. It gives us negative 44. So we're going to say here minus 44 equals to 0. So do we have any factors which give us this 7 here? We know that if you say 4 times 11, yeah, we're going to circle it here. We're going to have the positive 11 here, and then x minus 4. So it gives x equals to negative 11, and also x equals to 4. We said we have to check to see which one is correct. If we check with the 4, let's check with the 4 here. Now, if I say 12 plus 4, that is 16. Root of 16 is 4. 4 times 3, that is 12. No? Okay. 12 minus 2. Okay. I mean, our x is the our x is 4. Yeah. 22. Our x is 4. Let's check it. Minus 4, you get 8. If it's 8 this side, which means it's correct here. Then negative 11, if I put it here, negative 11 plus 12, that's going to be 1. Square root of 1 is 1. 1 times 3, that is 3. Then 3 minus 11, what do you get? 3 minus 11, it gives us 14. So this is not correct here. So it means that no, that's not correct answer. So I will answer that one here. Okay, 1.2, the same story. As you can see, this time we have got the one which is linear. We're going to say that x equals to 2y minus 5. Then here we see we're going to substitute wherever there is x, we're going to put 2y minus 5, then substitute, which I think is not difficult for you for now. I better got 1.3. Okay, 1.3. Check it out. They say determine the value of this one here. Okay, let's check it out here. So like they say, if 2 power 6p and then equals to 81. Okay, and then here we have 7 to the power k equals to what? Equals to 729. Now from our calculator, let's check it out. If we check 729, if you say 729 equals, let's check the factors, shift factors here for 729. It's not here for this button. Okay, let me use my calculator then, the other one, so it doesn't. So 729 is the same as what? Let's check it here. 729, then shift factors, it gives us 3 power 6. So I'm going to put 3 power 6 here. Assuming that I have 7 to the power k equal to 3 power 6. Check what we want to simplify, it's in powers of 2 and also 7 power k over 2. Ne? So here, what do we see? This is 2p minus 1 cubed. Okay. So actually I need this is 2p, I mean 2 power 6p. Okay. Here I have 2 to the power 2p minus 1. So what do I do? Take it out. Then for the 7 here, the power k over 1, 2, that I think is fine. I'll put this one now. So because of this 2p minus 1, I can say that, yes, I can say this one can be the same as saying 2 to the power 2p, then I can say what? I can say to the power 3 equals to 81, which is the same as saying, yes, question 1.3, it says that determine the value of, so we need to determine the value of this one here, which is 2 to the power 2p minus 1 then cubed divided by 7 root of 7 power k. They gave us if 2 power 6p equals 81 and also 7 power k equals 729. Okay. Okay, so what we want to do is this one here. So let us first write it here. We can see that is 2 to the power 2p, then minus 1, then to the power 3, the power 3 here, to the power 3, then divide by, so here I have square root of 7 to the power k. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, if I look at my exponents, if the power is here, it's going to multiply the 2p. It's going to be now 2. Now 2 times 3 is going to be 6p. Okay, 6p. Then 2 times negative 1 is going to be negative 3. I repeat, 3 times negative 1, negative 3. Then divided by, here I can write it as 7 to the power k over 2. K over 2. Okay, so in here, if I delete this one again, I can write it as 2 over 6p. Okay, then dot 2 the power negative 3. Then divided by 7. Because I've got 7 power k, I'm going to say 7 power k into the power 1 over 2. Power 1 over 2. So I can now simplify this one here. Now I can see that in this case, they give me 2 to the power 6p as 81. I'm going to say 81 here. 81 multiplied by 2 to the power negative 3. Okay. Then divided by, now 7 power k, they gave me 729. I'm going to put here 729. Then to the power 1 over 2. That's power half. Okay. Now I can see that if I continue to simplify here, the 81 it's gonna give me here 8 on the same as 3 to the power 4. Okay, 3 to the power 4. Then times 2 to the power negative 3. Now this one here is same as saying 3 to the power 6. 3 to the power 6. Then to the power a half. Okay. So it's gonna give me here 3 to the power 4 dot 2 power negative 3. Okay. Divided by, now 1 over 2 times 6 gives me 3 power 3. Okay. So I'm gonna have now 3 the power 4 minus 3 dot 2 power negative 3, which gives me 3. Now this one, take it down to make it a positive power, that is 2 power 3, which gives me 3 over 8 as my final answer. Hope we are together. Let's proceed, guys. KZN. Now here we have x squared minus 5x. What did we say we do here? We take out a common factor, then you're going to be equating to 0. So in other words, here I can say actually that x into x minus what? X minus 5, right? Equals to 0. We said either x equals to 0 or the bracket is which gives us x equals to 5. Then here we said we're going to form this one already. We're going to use what? Quadratic formula. I think I can leave it. I can come to this one now. Now here we have something interesting here. Let's check it out. So we have here 2. We have 2 to the power x plus 1. That's 1.3. Okay. 2 to the power x plus 1. And then minus 3 dot 2 the power x minus 1. Okay. Then plus 2 the power x equals to 12. Okay. So now this one, I can write it as 2 to the power x dot 2 to the power 1. I can say 3 dot 2 to the power x dot 2 power negative 1. I can say plus 1 dot 2 power x, okay, equals to 12. So now if I check here, I've got a common factor which is 2 power x here. So 2 power x is a common factor everywhere actually. So I'm gonna say 2 power x outside brackets left with a 2 minus this 3 times 2 to the power minus 1 then plus 1 12. Okay, so this is saying 2 minus 3 over 2 then plus 1 then into 2 to the power x equals 12. So here right now 2 plus 1 is 3. Now 3 minus 3 over 2, you also get 3 over 2. So I have 2 power x dot 3 over 2 equals to 12. So I divide by 3 over 2 both sides. Divide by 3 over 2, which gives us 2 to the power x equals to 12. Okay, 12 by 3, you get 4. 4 times 2, we get 8. So you're going to have 2 to the power 3. So in other words, our x equals to 3. Okay, next question here. Now this one here, as you can see, it's also inequality. Look for the critical values and proceed as we said before. Okay, I think we can skip it as well. Maybe let's do it. Okay, so this is for x squared plus 12x plus 9 greater than 0. So you're going to solve here. You're going to solve to get the critical values. So for that matter, we can use quadratic formula by that to make our things simple. You're going to have x equals to minus what? X equals to minus b. Our b is 12. So we're going to say x equals to minus 12. Okay. Then plus minus square root. Here we have 12 squared. 12 squared. Our a is 4, so minus 4 times 4. And our c is 9. Okay. Then divide by what? Divide by 2a. Our a is 4. So what we get here is our final answer. Over here, calculators, what do you get? Get my calc here. That's minus 12 plus square root 12 squared minus 4ac divided by 8. It gives us negative 3 over 2. Okay, negative 3 over 2. Then with the minus, find out the minus, also negative 3 over 2. Okay. So in this case, we have the same value. So in other words, look at our x square here. It is a positive, so because it is a repeating root, mean that if we happen to sketch this, it will be like this. It means this point, negative 3 over 2, and the curve looks like this. It turns there at that negative 3 over 2. So for that matter, mean that this point is a turning point as well, the negative 3 over 2. Now what does the question say? greater than 0, né? Which means that our answers here, we're going to have x is an element of all real numbers except negative what? Negative 3/2. Wow, what a question. That's our answer there. All right. Simultaneously again here I think now it is simple. The y is going to be positive, going to be now 2x. Okay, 2x plus 1 equals to y. Then you substitute whatever it is y, né? You substitute here, put 2x plus 1, also here put 2x plus 1, then form a quadratic, then you solve. Okay, so I think I can leave that now. Then 1.3, our last question for KZN. They say solve for x in terms of y. Solve for x in terms of y. Okay, now if you check here, we have x plus 1 into x minus 3 equals to y plus 1 into y minus 3. Now basically you see this is x plus 1, y plus 1, x minus 3, y minus 3. So they say solve for x in terms of y. Now because they're looking exactly the same positions, we see that it's going to be true for all real values of x and y. I repeat this statement. For example, if x is let's say if x is 2, for example, I'm going to have 2 plus 1, then 2 minus 3. Also here, I'm going to say here 2 plus what? 2 plus 1. When here 2 minus 3. So you see, I get the same answer when x equals to what? When x equals to y. But the question says where x is not equal to y, solve for x in terms of y where x is not equal to y. So what do we do in this case? We say that in this particular case, we're solving for x in terms of y. Okay, which means that we are gonna say that our solutions, they're gonna be true for all x and y, okay, as real numbers except to x equals to y, because the positions are the same. So this must be the answer here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Now our target was to do this question 1, which is for this year 2024. So after watching these videos, please try out this question and see if now you can get it. If you can get it right, inbox me on 0785-222-045. Catch you again in our next video. I repeat, 0785-222-041. You can send us your solutions to mark you. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Catch you again. Bye bye.